Hey guys, Anthony here, Big Anthony here. It is Thursday, March 18th, 2021. Got the weather radio going this morning. As of yesterday, that string of tornadoes and bad weather that's headed from Florida, Alabama, Tennessee, Mississippi, into Georgia was slated to hit us pretty bad as of last night. So what they did was they just shut that off for a minute. They closed our schools here where I am early today. So by 10:30, they're doing all virtual teaching up until 10:30, and then they're giving the teachers the option, depending on how the weather is, to cut off with the students if there is inclement weather at that time. So I just heard an update on the local Charlotte news here in Charlotte, North Carolina, saying that a lot of the bad weather that we were supposed to get starting at 11 o'clock today, it's 9:45 a.m. right now as I make this video, has pushed further east into, I guess, the Charleston area and up the coast, if you will. So it doesn't look like that we will be getting as bad, but they're still saying be cautious. We could still get hit with some, really strong storms, up to and including tornadoes. So it's pretty foggy right now. It's just like mist. It's like a mist drizzle. It's not that bad. The wind is negligible. It's not bad at all. So I'm up and around just checking my work schedule here, my schools that I'm in charge of, and making sure everything's okay, making sure we're my guys are going to be going home by 10:30 today, and so making sure everybody stays safe and gets home. So with that, I thought I would do make this video and ask the question, being that several people in the country, many people in the country rather, probably got their stimulus checks, their $1,400 stimulus check. So my question is, what are you going to do with your stimulus check? Are you going to put it to good use? Are you going to squander it? What do you have planned to do with your personal stimulus check if you received one? Okay, I did receive one, and I've got some plans for it. There's two things I want to do, and I'll probably have to add to it in order to do both these things. But I want to get 4 new tires on my bug out van. So I'm going to go today and get a price on 4 new tires. I think I need 4 new tires. However, I'll make the tire place look at them, give me an assessment, and let me know. And then I'll probably try to schedule that for tomorrow, if I can get in tomorrow or Saturday even. And so 4 new tires on my bug out van gives me great peace of mind, knowing that if I did have to pick up, go anywhere, pull my camper, I've got reliable tires. I just replaced the camper tires not too long ago, and I've hardly used the camper. But tires do dry rot, so even if you don't put a lot of miles on the tires, they do dry rot, so you have to look at the sidewalls, make sure they're not cracking. You could look at the dates on the tires and see when it was made, because after, I guess 3 years or so, they suggest that you replace them anyway. So that's one of the things I'm going to do. So I don't know what that's going to cost, but let's just say it's 2, 4, 6, I don't know, $800, $700 for new tires for that. Another thing I've been doing is I have, if you guys have been watching my YouTube channel, you know that I do have solar generators. I have 2 solar generators, a Goal Zero 150, Yeti 150, Goal Zero Yeti 400. They're pretty outdated, if you will. They're AGM batteries. They both work fine. The 150, I replaced the AGM battery in it. I think it was $40 or something. I put a new battery in that this year, late last year. So that's working fine. And both those solar generators can run or recharge cell phones. They could run a string of LED lights. The 400 will even run my refrigerator in the van for a while. And then in my bug out van, I have a 100-watt Renogy solar panel mounted on the roof rack. And then I have a 120 amp hour deep cycle battery under the bed, hooked to 12 volt and USB. Then I could run my refrigerator off that as well, and that replenishes every day, depending on the weather and the usage that I give it. So I'm seriously looking into upgrading, and I've been watching some videos on Jackery brand, on Blue Eddy. EcoFlow, I think, is a brand. I've been concentrating right now on Jackery and the Blue Eddy. Blue Eddy has one that's out now. I think it's a 2,000 watt generator. It's brand new out, pretty new, and basically it'll run anything that I need to live in my van off the grid. I mean, it'll run, appliances. It'll run AC units. It'll run refrigerators. Home type refrigerators. The thing is a beast. Now it is around $1,700, but if you look at what you get for that money, you're getting a beast of a unit that can basically handle a lot of emergency type needs. And then Jackery has one. I'm going to look at a few others, but right now, so you're looking at, to get something in the 1,000 watt, 1,500 watt to 2,000 watt range, you're going to look at $1,000 to $2,000, let's say. So to me, I'd rather get maybe the Blue Eddy at 2,000 watts. Shell out the extra money. I already have a folding 100 watt Rock Pals panel that I could use off the bat to give to help top that off when there's sun. I could charge it from the wall. I could charge it probably from my vehicle while I'm driving via 12 volt. And then I could down the road add a Blue Eddy panel or even the Jackery 100 watt panels to it. You could wire them up. And I also have 45 watts of Goal Zero panels. I have a 100 watt panel on my van that's tied into the battery in the van. And so if I did get the Blue Eddy solar generator, I could, my power needs would be pretty much secure, both at home for backup in the house in case we lost power. I could run things off that generator that normally my current generators wouldn't handle. The Blue Eddy can also be linked to your house. There's a setup you could do and plug it in. Goal Zero has that setup too, and then you have an adapter that plugs into right off your fuse panel, and it'll run certain items in your house. Items that you may need during a grid down. Some lights. I'm thinking 3 things: some lights, a refrigerator, definitely, a fan, and maybe a TV, or radio to listen to the news or something like that. So that Blue Eddy 2,000 watt unit can do that. And there's others out there too, but so I'm leaning towards that. I think there's a special now for just under 1,700 for that. Last I checked. So I may add some money to my stimulus and get the tires and get that Blue Eddy or the Jackery or one of those. I'm definitely going to beef up my solar generator and also beef up my folding panels, or even some stationary panels that I could wire together, like maybe 2 100 watt Renogy panels, which are very, very well made, micro crystalline panels. Just wire them together and put them out and charge the Blue Eddy with those. And then I think Renogy makes a 175 watt panel, a single panel. So there's options out there. I can get a hard panel rather than a folding panel. and but I'm definitely going to add to my solar needs. So that's what I plan on doing right now. That could change in the next couple days, but that's what I plan on doing. The last stimulus that I received, I put it into food, water, ammunition, stuff like that. So I'm pretty. You're never fully stocked 100% on food and water, but I think I'm pretty good on that right now, and I need to switch over and get some solar backup and build up my preps around that, because I looked at what the people went through in down in Texas recently with that power outage that they got hit with down there, and that thing was devastating, guys. And having something like the Blue Eddy that could run and give you power, run some appliances, run a microwave to heat stuff up, run a hot plate. The Blue Eddy could run, I believe it could run a convection, one of those, hot plates that's convection. So there's a lot of, and it can run, obviously, run your refrigerator or freezer and keep your meat fresh and your food fresh rather from that spoiling in a few days. So something like the Blue Eddy or something like that, the people that had those in Texas are the ones that were able to, put their panels outside, replenish that, run their refrigerator, watch TV, maybe run some type of a small heater or something from it. And then coupled with that, having like a Mr. Heater, Buddy Heater that runs on propane. Tape up a room, stay in a room, hunker down. You got power, you got heat, and you could make it through as long as you got ability to get water and you had water stored. You could eat your food, cook your food, stay warm until everything got back to normal. So that's why I'm leaning towards the beefing up my solar, because what I have right now is okay, but it's not ideal. Let's put it that way. And I want ideal. So that's what I plan on doing with the stimulus. Let me know, guys, what you plan on doing. Stay ready, stay safe if you're in the path of these storms. There's a window right now, especially in the South Carolina area and North Carolina area where I am, to get preps in order, to stage things. Make sure you got water stored, backup power, batteries, flashlights, food. Go through that drill, guys. Batteries, security, gas in your tank, extra fuel. Now's the time to go to the gas station and stock up on that. So let me know what you think, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Anthony signing off. Take care. Stay ready.